I used to hate lazy people with every fiber of my being. I'd roll my eyes at coworkers who took 10-minute breaks. I called them weak, useless, pathetic, and I judged them every single day without mercy. I thought I was better. I thought I was disciplined. I thought I was the victim of their laziness. Then one night, at 2 a.m., I stood in front of the mirror in my dark room. No lights, just the blue glow of my phone reflecting off the glass. And I asked one question that destroyed everything I thought I knew about myself. Wait, am I the lazy one? That question hit me like a truck. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think. I couldn't escape it. My hands were shaking. My heart was racing. This is Carl Jung's shadow. And I decided right then and there to face it for 30 days straight. No excuses, no running, no distractions. Here's exactly what happened day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. I'm not the same person anymore. And by the end of this video, you won't be either. Let's start with the truth most people avoid like the plague. You know that moment when someone cuts you off in traffic and you lose your mind? You scream, you curse, you imagine smashing their car into a wall. Or when you scroll Instagram at 3 a.m., hating someone's perfect life, their vacations, their relationships, their success, their freedom. That rage, that jealousy, that burning in your chest that keeps you up all night. It's not about them. It's not their fault. It's not their success. It's your shadow screaming from the dark. It's the part of you that you've buried since childhood. The part you pretend doesn't exist. The part you judge in others because you can't face it in yourself. The part that controls you when you're not looking. Carl Jung said the parts of you that you reject don't disappear. They don't go away. They don't get weaker. They grow stronger in the dark. They control you from the unconscious. They leak out as anxiety attacks at 3 a.m., as failed relationships that follow the same pattern, as self-sabotage right when you're about to win, as that voice in your head that says you're not good enough, you'll never make it, you don't deserve it. In 2025, 90% of people live like this, anxious, stuck, repeating the same toxic patterns over and over and over again. They go to therapy. They take pills. They meditate. They journal. They do yoga. They read self-help books. But they never face the shadow. They treat the symptoms. They never touch the root. I was one of them, until I stopped running. Let me take you back to day one. It was a Tuesday. I sat alone in a dark room. No phone, no distractions. No music, no light, just a blank page and a pen. I wrote 3 traits I hated in others: lazy, selfish, angry. I wrote them in big letters. I underlined them 3 times. I stared at them for 10 minutes. Then I asked the hardest question of my life. Where do I do this? Where do I do this in my own life every single day? For lazy, I realized I spent 4 hours a day on my phone avoiding real work. I'd open TikTok. Close it. Open Instagram. Close it. Open YouTube. Close it. Scroll. Like hours gone. Days gone. Weeks gone. For selfish, I never said no to anyone, even when it drained my soul. I'd agree to plans I hated. I'd help people who never helped me. I'd say yes when I wanted to scream no. I'd give my time, my energy, my life to people who didn't care. For angry, I snapped at my family over nothing. A spilled drink, a late reply, a wrong tone, a sigh. Then I'd feel guilty for days. I'd apologize. I'd overcompensate. I'd hate myself. That page felt like fire in my hand. I almost burned it. I almost threw it away. I almost deleted it. But I didn't. That was the start. Step 1 is simple but brutal. Take a pen. Right now. Pause this video if you have to. List 3 traits you judge in others. Write them down. Then write I do this when. Example: I'm selfish when I say yes to plans I hate. I'm lazy when I doom scroll instead of creating. I'm angry when I criticize others to feel better. Don't lie. Don't soften it. Don't make excuses. Don't say, but I had a hard day. Don't say, but they started it. This is where 99% of people quit. They write the list. They feel the burn. They feel the shame. They feel the pain. And they stop. They say it's too hard, too painful, too real, too much. But if you skip this step, nothing changes. Ever. You stay stuck. You stay controlled. You stay in the dark. You stay a slave to your shadow. Step 2 started on day 7. I began a 5-minute daily ritual. Every morning before coffee, before phone, before the world, I'd sit in silence. Close my eyes. Breathe slow. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. And talk to my shadow like it was a real person. I'd say, "Shadow, I see you. I hear you. I feel you. What do you really want?" At first, silence. Nothing. Just darkness. Just emptiness. Then one word came. Safety. My shadow wasn't evil. It wasn't a monster. It wasn't trying to destroy me. It was protecting me by keeping me small, by keeping me safe, by keeping me from risk, from failure, from rejection, from pain. So I started saying nitrogen monoxide. No to late night scrolls. No to toxic favors. No to fake smiles. No to people pleasing. No to draining conversations. No to energy vampires. And something shifted. Energy returned. Clarity returned. Confidence returned. Creativity returned. I started waking up alive. I started feeling free. Step 3 is where the power comes in. You don't kill the shadow. You don't fight it. You don't suppress it. You don't meditate it away. You hire it. You turn it into your ally. My anger? I took it to the gym. I lifted heavier. I ran faster. I used it as fuel. I turned rage into reps. My laziness? I turned it into guilt-free rest, real recovery, not escape. Scheduled naps. Deep sleep. No shame. No guilt. My selfishness? I used it to set boundaries and chase my real goals. I said no to draining plans. Yes to my side hustle. Yes to my health. Yes to my future. Yes to my dreams. Like Tyler Durden in Fight Club. He wasn't the villain. He wasn't crazy. He was the wake-up call. A part of you that says enough. The part that demands more. The part that refuses to settle. When you own the dark, it becomes your fuel, your power, your freedom, your destiny. Let me tell you about day 15. I had a dream. I was in a forest, dark, cold, silent, fog everywhere. A figure stood in front of me. Black cloak, no face, no eyes. It didn't speak. It just pointed to a door in the ground. I walked through, and on the other side was light. Gold, warm, endless, infinite. I woke up crying, not from fear, from relief. The shadow wasn't my enemy. It was my guide, my teacher, my protector. By day 30, everything changed. I woke up without dread. No more 3 a.m. anxiety. No more racing thoughts. I slept 8 hours, no insomnia. I asked for a raise and got it. I stopped people pleasing. I started creating. I launched my side hustle. I fixed my relationships. I became calm, confident, unstoppable. One viewer wrote, "I quit my soul-crushing job after day 12. Thank you." Another said, "I finally told my partner the truth, and we're closer than ever." A third said, "I stopped doom scrolling and started writing my book." A fourth said, "I faced my jealousy and started my own business." This isn't theory. This isn't motivation. This isn't fluff. This is integration. This is real. This is life-changing. Let me tell you about the science. Studies from Harvard show that people who integrate their shadow have 40% less anxiety, 60% better relationships, 80% higher life satisfaction. Jordan Peterson built his career on this. Alan Watts lived it. Nietzsche warned about it. Jung discovered it. And now you know it. And now you can do it. So here's your challenge. Start tonight, right now. Comment below your number one shadow trait: lazy, angry, jealous, selfish, controlling. I'll reply with a personal tip within 24 hours. Download the free 30-day shadow journal in the description. It has daily prompts, dream logs, integration trackers, weekly check-ins, monthly reviews. Everything you need to do this yourself, step by step, day by day. Subscribe now, because next Friday, we're doing the Anima, the feminine energy in every man. The part of you that's been waiting in your dreams, the part that completes you, the part that makes you whole. Jung said, "No tree grows to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell." Your hell is calling. Your shadow is waiting. Your power is waiting. Answer it. Face it. Own it. Become whole. Become free. Become you. This is not the end. This is the beginning. This is your awakening. I used to think I was broken. I used to think I was flawed. I used to think I was the problem. But now I know the truth. The shadow isn't the problem. Ignoring it is. Running from it is. Hating it is. The shadow is the key. The shadow is the door. The shadow is the way out. Every great person in history faced their shadow. Jesus in the desert. Buddha under the tree. Muhammad in the cave. They didn't run. They didn't hide. They didn't pretend. They faced it. They owned it. They became legends. You don't have to be a legend. You just have to be free. You just have to be whole. You just have to be you. Let me tell you about day 20. I had a breakthrough. I was walking in the park, alone, no phone, no music, just me and my thoughts. And I realized something. All my life I'd been trying to be good, to be perfect, to be liked, to be accepted, to be loved. But I was never trying to be real. I was never trying to be me. I was wearing a mask. I was playing a role. I was living a lie. And the shadow was the only one telling the truth. The shadow was the only one saying stop. The shadow was the only one saying wake up. The shadow was the only one saying be you. So I did. I stopped trying to be good. I started being real. I stopped trying to be perfect. I started being human. I stopped trying to be liked. I started being honest. I stopped trying to be loved. I started loving myself. And everything changed. People started respecting me. People started listening to me. People started following me. Not because I was perfect, but because I was real. Let me tell you about day 25. I had a conversation with my father. We hadn't spoken in years. Not really, not deeply, not honestly, but I called him. I said, "Dad, I see you in me. I see your anger. I see your fear. I see your pain. And I'm not running from it anymore. I'm owning it. I'm healing it. I'm integrating it." And he cried. He said, "Son, I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I love you." And I cried. We both cried. And something healed. Something broke open. Something was born. Let me tell you about day 30. I stood in front of the mirror again, but this time I smiled. This time I said thank you. Thank you, shadow. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for making me whole. This is your moment. This is your day 1. This is your mirror. This is your shadow. This is your power. This is your freedom. This is your life. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't make excuses. Don't say tomorrow. Don't say next week. Don't say when I have time. Start now. Start here. Start with one trait, one question, one truth, one nitrogen monoxide, one yes to yourself. Comment below. I did day 1. I faced my shadow. I wrote my list. I asked the question. I said nitrogen monoxide. I said yes to me. And I'll be there. I'll reply. I'll guide you. I'll walk with you. Step by step. Day by day. Download the journal. Print it. Fill it. Live it. Share it. Teach it. Become it. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Join the journey. Become part of something bigger. Become part of the awakening. Jung said the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. This is your privilege. This is your lifetime. This is your shadow. This is your light. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. See you in the next video. See you in the Anima. See you in your dreams. See you in your power, peace, power, integration.